I spent several weeks at the beginning of this year helping out a friend who is training veterans to be able to find jobs that were flexible as their schedule for appointments at the VA, et cetera, but would allow them to earn a reasonable income without a whole lot of extensive training beyond what they learned in the military. And part of that included driving a 26-foot box truck back and forth across the country with veterans in the passenger seat to do some of that training. In that time, I ended up crossing over the Appalachian Mountains and the Rocky Mountains more than once. And I can tell you, when you put 20,000 pounds of truck and 10,000 pounds of freight on the Rocky Mountains or the Appalachians, there's this real serious dread when you're looking at the mountain ahead of you, knowing you've got your foot on the floor already and you're not getting up that hill any sooner, no matter how long the line of cars behind you honking and flashing their lights may be. I'm Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast. Perhaps you've been in that line and you're looking at that truck. Maybe it's a box truck, maybe it's a big long truck, and it's headed up the hill and you're thinking, why don't you just pull over, for heaven's sake? There are hundreds of us back here trying to get around your slow self and you just can't seem to get up the hill. Or maybe you've been on a bicycle or in a U-Haul where you face the same struggle. There's that monumental hill in front of you and it just doesn't seem to be getting any easier. No matter what you do, the struggle just remains. Or maybe it's not a bicycle or a U-Haul truck or a bus. It's your business. As you're grinding away at trying to grow the size of your business with new clients and new products and new services and new offers, and it seems like everything you do is uphill. Struggle, 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 struggle. Maybe it's in relationships. Maybe it's with your kids or your parents or your siblings. And everything is uphill, uphill, uphill. It doesn't matter what you do, there's more grind, there's more drama, there's more struggle. But you know as well as I do that at some time in the past, and perhaps again sometime in the near future, you're going to reach the crest of that hill. You're going to be at the top. You're going to have a chance to relax and take a breath for a moment. Maybe all of a sudden you've got the entire pipeline filled with new customers. There's not a day in the next 6 months that you don't have something generating income, some new business, new opportunity, new product sale, new transaction that's just filling the coffers, and it's exactly the way you want your business to be. Maybe all your relationships they're hitting on all cylinders, so to speak, and everybody's getting along and the communication is open and there's peace finally on the horizon. From the top of the mountain, you can see so far. You feel like finally we've arrived. We've made it to this point. The wheels didn't come off. Life didn't fall apart in that struggle trying to get up the hill. But as you come to a rest for a moment at the top of that hill, you look across the landscape and you realize off in the distance, there's another hill. There's more struggle coming at you. But here's another reality. Between you and the next hill is a downhill run. Now, if you watch some of the best cyclists, maybe the Tour de France or something of that nature, you'll notice that the best of the best, they don't stop pedaling when it's downhill. They don't coast. They don't reach the precipice and go, whew, I'm all done with the effort. They lean in and they double down. They push just as hard on the downhill run as they do on the uphill struggle. Watch truckers as they're driving through the mountains. You'll see that black smoke rolling as they downshift and grab another gear. And they may be speeding by the time they get to the bottom of that hill. They may be pushing 80 or 90 miles an hour because they know when they hit that hill, no amount of power is going to drag them up that hill as effortlessly as momentum. If they've got enough speed at the bottom of the hill, if they've worked hard enough in the easy times. When they get to the bottom of the hill, cyclists and truckers both know the momentum will carry them up the hill with less effort. Reality is, in your leadership, in your business, in your relationships, you have the same opportunity. When you're at the precipice, when you're on the downhill run, when everything is coming in and all the business looks awesome and all the relationships are clicking away, it's easy to get lazy, to step back and go, I can take a breather. Don't do it. Don't fall into that temptation to feel like because it's easy right now, I can take a break and coast and I'll work hard again when I must. No, whatever you set your mind to, keep your mind to it. And in the easy times, double down your effort. It's easy. You can work twice as hard with half as much energy. And when you get to the tough times again, when business is a little stretched out, when movement is a little slow, when relationships are a little tense, the momentum that you've gained in the easy time will carry you with a lot less effort through the struggles. I challenge you as leaders, business owners, and entrepreneurs to double down while it's easy, because tough times are coming again. And if you'll gain momentum now while it's easy, you'll work half as hard when it's hard. I'm Loren Norris for Leading Leaders Podcast on Tell It Like It Is TV. Have a blessed day.